I am someone who travels a lot. I've been to more than 50 countries and 6 continents. And people always ask me how I managed to do this without emptying my bank account. But before I answer that, I must tell you about a post-pandemic trend. Air travel has become quite expensive, especially for a family with 2 kids. But do you know that if you are traveling in a group, you should never, I repeat, never search for multiple passengers in a single purchase. You see, the airlines have different fare classes, and when you book for more people, they will club all the seats together in the highest class. So always start your search with a single person. And at later stages of the booking process, you can add more members to your search or just book separate individual tickets. There are some secret hacks like this that the airline industry doesn't want us to know. So in this video, I will show you how to book the cheapest flights to your next destination. It doesn't matter if you are an avid traveler or someone who just takes one flight during the Christmas vacation. This video will save you money. So let's get started. And now to the reason why I can travel a lot without breaking the bank is that I do my research. There are deals everywhere. You can see the world for next to nothing if you know where and how to look. And I have been doing this for enough time to know exactly that. So first, I will give you 5 important tips to grab those cheap tickets. And in the second part of the video, I will take you through my step-by-step booking process. Most people make this huge mistake when they plan their travel. They wait until the last minute to book their flight tickets, thinking that the fares will get cheaper. Don't do it. It's a myth. Very rarely do flights get cheaper nearer to the departure date. If anything, they are likely to get more expensive. But then how early should we book? There are a lot of theories floating around about this. According to this report on Google Flights, the ideal booking window for domestic travel is from 21 days to about 60 days. And for international flights, it's between 2 to 6 months before departure. But then don't stress about it too much. If your dates and destination are fixed and you see a reasonable fare, then just pull the trigger. But what I'm going to tell you next may be the most important thing that you can do to save money on flight tickets. Being flexible about when you fly, where you fly, and the time you fly can save money. So do some research and try to plan your travel during the off-peak months. Business travelers often travel on Monday and Friday. And tourists, they fly on Friday and Sunday for the weekend or the week-long trips. So that leaves us with Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Saturdays for less rush and cheaper fares. If you don't mind adding a few hours to your travel, then check for cheaper fares to a nearby airport than the main one. For long international flights, this may be totally worth it. The cheapest flight that you can book is a free flight. And there is no better way to do this than to use the reward miles. Many airlines appreciate loyalty and they offer frequent flyer programs that allow you to earn miles for every flight you take. You can later redeem these points or miles for various rewards such as free flights, upgrades, lounge access and more. Similarly, certain credit cards also offer travel rewards or points that can be used towards flight bookings. I personally use the Amex Gold Card and I've made a video about it. I earn points through my purchases that I can convert to airline miles. Recently, I booked a to and fro flight from Germany to India with Qatar Airways during Christmas vacation for just 350 euros and paid the rest with miles. Also, if you can, try to stick with one airline alliance. There are 3 major ones: OneWorld, Star Alliance and SkyTeam, with Star Alliance having the largest number of airlines in its portfolio. They all share the reward programs among the members. So do your research and find the best one that suits you. Here also, don't be blind to loyalty. If you find a better deal outside, then go for it. Flight deals come all the time, even when we are not searching. So what if we can hire someone to monitor the deals and inform us now and then? There are services that do exactly that. They scout the internet for flight deals and compile them for you. Basically, they do all the hard work. Again, your travel plans must be flexible enough to take full advantage of the deals they send. Scott's Cheap Flights, now renamed as Going, is a popular service, but they offer only deals in the US. Secret Flying is a free and good alternative. There are others such as Airfare Watchdog, Dollar Flight Club, etc. So find one that caters to your region, list your favorite airports and let the deals fly to your inbox. Travel light also means travel cheap. I know it's always not possible, but I would highly recommend investing in a travel bag that fits the cabin baggage restrictions and that can carry all your stuff. I own a 45-liter travel bag from Peak Design and it's just great. It has all the space for my gear and more. I don't think I will ever have to pay for checked-in bags again. So keep these points in mind before your next flight booking. And now let's go and book some cheap flights. Tell me if you have had this experience at least once. You were searching for flights. You saw a good deal, returned after 5 minutes with a coffee and your credit card, did a refresh, it's $50 more. I don't think I have to explain to you that the moment you open that browser, you are being tracked. And the airlines, they do that too. They check your browsing history and cookies and use that information to increase the fares. So always start with a clean slate before you do every research. And how can we do that? Open your browser, go to settings or preferences, and find the option to clear cookies. And then switch to incognito or private browsing mode. Most browsers support this, and it makes sure that your browsing data, your cookies, and your session data are not stored on your device. Now, some people say that clearing the cookies doesn't matter, but it will take less than a minute and won't cost you anything. So just do it anyway. Now, once our browser is ready, let's begin with the search. Most people will probably have a favorite search engine where they search for flights. I also have, but not one. 4. I know there are a lot more than 4 search engines out there, but these 4 are the best, with each having their own strong points. I start all my searches with Skyscanner because it searches all the major and budget airlines and shows the lowest prices 99% of the time. But the best feature of Skyscanner is that it shows you an overview of fares for an entire month on your specific route. Here is how. Enter your departing airport and destination. Now, instead of entering a specific date, select the option whole month. Now you can see an overview of fares for that month. Those with the magnifying glasses have no prices, so they will likely to be more expensive. And if you are also flexible with your destination, then there is also an everywhere feature to discover great flight deals worldwide. The Kayak user interface is great to use, just like Skyscanner, but it's far easier in Kayak to search with different options, such as the duration of your flight and the number of stopovers, etc. However, the most important reason why I use Kayak is that it gives me the option to include nearby airports in my search. This aligns with the point that we discussed earlier about being flexible with your plans. Sometimes flying to a nearby airport and then getting to your destination by other modes of transport might be cheaper than flying directly to your destination. Once I get a feel of the prices from Skyscanner and Kayak, I head to Google Flights. This is a super reliable option for finding cheap airfares. Just like in Skyscanner, you can get the calendar view and immediately see the cheapest days to fly within a 2-month window. But the most important feature of Google Flights is a price alert. You can set trackers for your chosen travel dates, and Google will send you a notification via email whenever there is a price drop. But then there is one more search engine that we have to talk about. Once I have narrowed down my approximate flying dates on other search engines, I always check the price against Momondo. This site searches hundreds of smaller travel websites, so it can sometimes find lower prices than what you will find on other websites. The price for a Netflix subscription in India is cheaper than that in the US or in the Europe. But then why am I now talking about Netflix? Because the same thing is also applicable for airfares. When you book a flight, most airline websites show the fares based on where they think you are. However, this may not always be the best or the cheapest option. So first, do a normal search, get to know the fare, and then try doing a search after changing to the country and the currency from where that airline is based. Also, if you want to fly within a lower income country, but you are doing the booking from your home country, then change the country setting to the lower income one. For example, if you want to book local flights in Argentina from US, the fare will be shown in US dollars by default. So try changing the country to Argentina and the currency to pesos, and you may see reduced fares. This may not always work, but it's worth giving it a try. However, some airline websites can still find your location based on your device IP address and then show you higher fares. Your best bet there is to use a VPN. A VPN allows you to essentially fake your online location. And finally, all this will only work if you have a credit card that doesn't charge foreign currency transaction fees. I am someone who enjoys train rides, especially in Europe where the trains are fast and not that expensive. Sometimes traveling by air may not be the cheapest, fastest, or the best option. Also, if I take the train, I can avoid traveling to the airport, waiting for hours in the airport, and directly reach the city center. So a great place to search for alternative modes of transport is Rome to Rio. This website gives you all the information you need about the fastest or the cheapest routes, including different modes of transportation and driving options for getting from point A to point B. Rome to Rio is well known in the traveler's world, and there has been a single trip that I have planned without making use of it. I hope you got some value from this video. If you are interested in a credit card with which you can earn airline reward points, then you can watch this video where I talk about American Express Gold Card. Until I see you with another video, bon voyage.